I'm Jerome and I'm number 7.
Okay, Jerome, what are the muscle groups utilized in the power clean?
The muscle groups utilized in a power clean are your gluteus maximus, quadriceps, hamstring, biceps, triceps, deltoids, and your trapezius.
What are the techniques involved in the power clean?
The power clean consists of 3 foundation exercises, which are the deadlifts, upright row, and front squat. Firstly, make sure that your legs are standing slightly wider than shoulder width apart. Grasp the barbell slightly wider than shoulder width apart. Lift the barbell off the ground with your thighs parallel to the ground. Make sure your knees do not exceed your toes. Then, accelerate the barbell up towards your chest and catching it in a front squat position with the barbell resting on your shoulders and your elbows pointed out. Make sure you keep your back straight and make sure your knees do not exceed your toes. Then, extend your legs back into a standing position. When you lift the barbell off the ground, make sure you breathe in. And when you accelerate the barbell up towards your chest, make sure you breathe out. And when you are catching the barbell in the front squat position, make sure you breathe in. And when extending your legs to a standing position, make sure you breathe out.
Okay, what are the variation exercises?
The variation exercises are the power snatch, deadlifts, front squat, and upright row.
Okay, what are some of the safety precautions?
When you're doing a power clean, make sure you have no one near you, and make sure you do weights that you're comfortable with.
Okay. Okay, Jerome, what are the muscle groups utilized in the bench press?
The muscle groups utilized in the bench press are the pectoralis major, biceps, and triceps.
What are some of the techniques involved?
Firstly, lie flat on the bench. Make sure your eyes are level with the bar. Grasp the barbell slightly wider than shoulder width apart. Lift the barbell off the rack. Flex your elbow until the bar gently touches your chest. And then extend your elbows back into starting position. Make sure you do not hyper extend your arm. And when flexing your arm, make sure you breathe in. And when extending your arms, make sure you breathe out.
What are some of the variation exercises?
Some of the variation exercises are dumbbell bench press, push-ups, and incline bench press.
What are some of the safety precautions?
Make sure you have 2 spotters assisting you at all times. And make sure you do weights that you are comfortable with.
Okay, Jerome, what are the muscle groups utilized in the back squat?
The muscle groups utilized in the back squats are your gluteus maximus, quadriceps, and hamstrings.
What are some of the techniques involved?
Firstly, go under the barbell and make sure the barbell rests comfortably on your shoulders. Grasp the barbell slightly wider than shoulder width apart. Lift the barbell off the rack and step away from it. Make sure your legs are standing slightly wider than shoulder width apart. Flex your legs until your thighs are parallel to the ground. Make sure to keep your back straight at all times, and make sure your knees do not exceed your toes. Then extend your leg back up into a standing position. When flexing your legs, make sure you breathe in, and when extending your legs, make sure you breathe out.
What are some of the variation exercises?
Some of the variation exercises are leg press, front squats, and dynamic lunges.
What are some of the safety precautions?
Make sure you have 2 spotters assisting you at all times, and make sure you do weights that you are comfortable with.
Okay, Jerome, what are the muscle groups utilized in a push press?
Muscle groups utilized are your biceps, triceps, your deltoids, and your trapezius.
What are some of the techniques involved?
Firstly, go under the bar and make sure the barbell is resting comfortably on your shoulder. Grab the barbell slightly wider than shoulder width apart. Lift the barbell off the rack and step away from it. Make sure your legs are standing slightly wider than shoulder width apart. When doing this exercise, keep your back straight at all times. Okay, flex your knees slightly, and then explode the barbell up above your head, extending both your knees and your elbows at the same time. When flexing your knees, make sure you breathe in, and then when extending both your elbows and your knees, make sure you breathe out.
Okay, what are some of the variation exercises?
Some of the variation exercises are dumbbell shoulder press and military press.
What are some of the safety precautions?
Make sure you have 2 spotters to help you bring the barbell down back into starting position, and make sure you do weights that you are comfortable with.
Okay, Jerome, how are these exercises applicable to your sport?
Firstly, the power clean exercise is an explosive exercise. Doing the power clean allows me to drive to the basket with more explosiveness, and allowing me to do a layup with more explosiveness to give me a higher chance of scoring the ball. Secondly, the bench press helps to build your upper body strength. With better upper body strength, I'm able to defend my opponents better and stop them and have a better defense. The back squat builds my lower body strength. With more lower body strength, I'm able to jump higher to get more rebounds. And with the push press, is an upper body explosive exercise. With the push press, I'm able to go to the under basket with more explosiveness, increasing my chances of scoring when my opponent is defending me.